My name is Amy. Me, my ex-boyfriend Finn, Grace, and Ethan are spiraling out of control. What's happening to us? We appear to be in a ship. It looks like a hive. All the bugs flying around makes me scared. Grace is cringing and disgusted, as she should be. This place is creepy. I don't like this one bit. As you go deeper into this hive-like place, I see nothing but creepy pods. Wait a minute, we gotta hide. They look like bugs. As we all hide, we see them running towards the door. One of them is assuming control. They're coming after us? We've got to run now! Do they want to kidnap us? Ethan asks. Trust me and my ex-boyfriend to be here with two B Troupes. They spotted us and they're firing weapons at us. We're pinned down! Unless help gets here and we're dead. Wait, who's that? They're here to save us! Grace cheers. A group of aliens and a few humans. I like the one with the tattoos. The man there says his name is Commander Shepard and he can save us. They look like they're going to get us out. One of them raises a shield. We're going inside. Bug things are crawling all over us. Shepard is doing all he can. The guy with the sniper is great. He says he's called Gary? No, Garrus. We're going to get out of here. We can do this now. We're nearly through this. They're handing us guns? Never held one before, never will. Me, Finn, Grace, and Ethan are shooting down enemies. Ethan's with some guy called Thane. Grace is with the tattooed girl called Jack. And Finn's with Morton, and I'm with Garrus. Finn also likes the look of some Australian woman called Miranda. If Piper was here, she would go nuts. We keep firing and everyone else uses their superpowers. I feel a rush of adrenaline and I love it! Don't know what's happening, but I'm going to do this for the next step. Winnie, Presley, Summer, Rochelle, Heath, and Ozzy. I'm Summer and we fell through a time vortex thing. I have no idea what's going on. Wait, are those aliens? This place is beautiful. Are we on an alien world? Ozzy asks. It looks like it, Heath says. Rochelle exclaims, We are not in the next step anymore! I know, Rochelle, I respond. Winnie and Presley look out and see something. A spaceship? And a load of aliens come out? With guns? Great, there's someone else too. Green armor? He looks badass! Presley looks like she has a crush on him. Don't get hopeful, Presley. But he's completely wasting them. If I could ask, but you don't look like Marines. We turn around and there's this guy with a cigar in his mouth. He looks like a role for Samuel L. Jackson. Hopefully without the expletives. My name is Sergeant Avery Johnson, and you look like you come from a reality TV show. Excuse me? Rochelle, don't argue with him. I was going to... Are we dreaming? A Covenant ship surrounding Master Chief, and we are in a ring world. Does this look like a dream to you? Don't shout at me! Oh God, Rochelle. I'm the commanding officer here. Now I don't care if you call me out on TalkTick, Instagram, or YouTube, or any other place where you can parade yourself and feed your egos and make yourself look like somebody who would never be able to fight like a true man. And I'm not being sexist when I say that. Rochelle, it's not worth it. Your friend has the right idea. Let's go and hope for the best. You can't suddenly see with weapons, Ozzy defiantly tells them. Then you can provide support from our tank. Let's lock and load, boys and girls. We all got into the biggest tank I'd ever seen. It's slow, and Ozzy's pretty good at this. We're blowing up speeder bike-like things with other alien tanks. This Master Chief guy's doing pretty well. We're shooting them with assault rifles. I hope the other dancers aren't doing the same as we are, because we are living real-life legions of lasers here. There we go, the last ones are dead. How about you kids come up and blow the ass off a Covenant ship? That's pretty fun, he says, full of adrenaline. Henry and Izzy. Izzy, where are we? Is this a castle? We're both terrified. When we were at the next step and now we're in some evil castle? I hate this place. So old and evil and mechanical all at the same time. Let's go in deeper, Izzy suggests. I'll lead the way for her. It's like a horror movie. One will scare your life.
We have Imperial spies in our midst!
Somebody yells. Wait, who's the Imperials here?
2 humans! One of the Salamanders and one of the Adeptus Auroritas! Fire at will!
Wait a minute, I yell. We're not the enemy. Just take us to your leader.
We shall see, Imperium scum!
His weapon is raised at us. Please don't kill us.
Don't pretend you have no idea who the Imperium of Man are! If you don't know, then you are of Xenos origin, or you are a spirit from beyond that the Chaos Gods despise!
Please just explain what's going on. I swear we're doing nothing to you. Poor Izzy, she's so afraid.
You wish to join us?
Wait, he asked if we can join them? Maybe we get an explanation as to where we are. We walk across the ship, looking at all the evil here. I hate it. What's happened to humanity? As we walk in this area, we see an enclave. There's a big guy at the throne, bigger than the other guys we've met and seen. As we stare at him, he might be seeing this in our nightmares soon. I swear to God.
So, you are not the enemy.
He gets up, marches towards us, and he's looking ugly and mutated. More of a monster. He's staring at me and Izzy in the face.
You fear me, children.
What else do we have to say?
You look as though you are not from this time.
That's right. I gulp. What? What?
Go on, boy.
What's happening? Where am I?
Ha! The warp. It is something that challenges the sanity of a Terran. I am Malachi, and we are renegade space marines.
What is the warp?
This amuses me. A Terran who's not experienced the horrors and truths to come to them.
Stop toying with me, I say to him. I'm not putting up with this, no matter how scary he is.
You know, I was like you once. A child, alone in mind and wanting to find a place in this world. But then I saw the truth and I hated it. I rose up, had followers, built an imperium of my own. I am a god. A god who will eventually cause others to see the truth that I see. I've lived for millennia. Once trapped in cryostasis, I was awoken in this power armor and worshipped as a god. Chaos is the only true answer here.
Cleo, Jude, Nick, and Marcus. Are we dead? Jude asks. Looks like heaven, I say. In your opinion, Cleo chips in. Wherever we are, this looks different to the next step, I'll say that. Marcus is amazed by what he sees. Are we in a medieval world? He asks. As we explore further, it's a nice place, this. There's a town-like area. Wow, I love this place. I could retire here, I mumble to myself. People are small, but they also have bare feet in this weird place. Look, Master Frodo! People from Gondor! Gondor? Cleo asks. He comes up to me with a friend. My name is Samwise Gamgee, and this is my friend Frodo Baggins. At your service, Frodo introduces himself. Would you like to come in for some tea? My uncle won't mind, Frodo proceeds to ask. Sure, Marcus agrees. So we walk through this village. He says it's called Hobbiton. We are led to a green door and we enter. We meet this hobbit called Bilbo Baggins. He gets us all tea and tells us tales from a wizard in a place called Erebor, dwarves and Sauron or of Mordor, elves and the Shire. Bilbo seems like a nice gentleman. I just love how he, Frodo and Samwise tells us about their time here. Then there's a knock at the door. It's a group of dwarves. They say that they went on that adventure that we were talking about. Bilbo, Frodo and Sam and I cook food and prepare. Marcus is so interested in the dwarves and how they took back Erebor from the dragon in the Lonely Mountain. When we all sat down, we start to eat. Then the dwarves and Bilbo sing a song. It went something like this. Far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away break of day to find a long forgotten gold. The pines were roaring on the height. The winds were mourning in the night. The fire was red, it flaming spread. The trees like torches blazed with light. The wind was on the withered heath, but in the forest stirred no leaf. The shadows lay, be night or day, and dark things silent crept beneath. The wind went on from west to east. All movement in the forest ceased, but shrill and harsh across the marsh, its whistling voices were released. Farewell we call to hearth and hall. The wind may blow and rain may fall, we must away at break of day. Far over the wood and mountain tall. I think we're all in tears over that song. Even Cleo. It brought me a moment where I thought back to my life and the next step and all my friends and the adventures that we've been on. Not much of an adventure, but you know. Lily, Kingston, and Kenzie. We're in a city, modern. Where are we? Kenzie asks. Wherever we are, it's a wreck, Kingston adds. Did this planet get invaded by aliens? I ask. We explore the path of destruction and we come across people getting saved by somebody who looks like an alien. He switches from one life form to another and flies off. I think we're in an apocalypse. There's a giant monster with several other foot soldiers. We best hide back, guys, I warn them, but it's too late. We're surrounded. Wait, that's a shadow. Changing form. I heard it exclaim, Swamp Fire! He jumps down and starts attacking the monsters. The monster swipes at him. He uses his fire powers and he also uses plants as well. And then he changes again. Humongosaur! He goes and deals with it like a boss. Vilgax, I'm coming for you whether I die or not. There's more of them. That beast thing is taking them out one by one. Jet Ray! He flies up as he targets them from above. And then, Chroma Stone! He unleashes a blast of colors and rips them apart. This is like Doom! Oh, Kingston, how could I ever break up with you? Again. The alien faces us in the eye. Get out of here, now! Kenzie faces him and says, No, we're staying with you. Good on you, Kens. I don't want to argue with you. Well, looks like we're going to anyway. More soldiers came in. Then the Chromastone guy turned into a mummy. Snarrow! He wrapped them in bandages. Kenzie goes in and beats them up. Me and Kingston join in too. Who knew that vandalizing could be so much fun? I tell him that we're from another dimension. He says there's a rupture somewhere, and he wishes us luck as he enters that ship thing. Says it's too dangerous for us to go into. Piper. This is scary. I hate this. Where am I? I'm in a lab. There are two guys, one with longish hair and a youngish tall guy. Also a woman. Now she looks like Amy. Oh, there's another woman as well, and Dad? No. It says his name's H.R. Wells. But Wells is my surname! I've just been told that my timeline has a rupture in it. We have to get my friends, I tell them. Apparently, they've got a plan. One of them is to go with Barry, the tall guy. I'm coming with them as well. H.R. Wells looks at me. He's quite different from my father. But we've got to go. Barry can run really fast and he's a superhero. Let's go, Barry, to save my friends and end this dimension rupture for good. Run, Barry, run! Me, Barry, and the guy called Cisco go to each dimension where my friends are. I've never been so fast in all my life. I can see the timeline flash before me. Cisco's creating dimension portals. We're in some of the other universes. First we get Lily, Kingston, and Kenzie, then Cleo, Jude, Nick, and Marcus, then Henry and Izzy, then Winnie, Presley, Ozzy, and Summer, and finally, the people who helped me most of all, Ethan, Grace, Amy, and Finn. We've got to do this, Barry! And we're all back home. I think I just had my dream holodeck program. I love Cisco. He's funny. He's got good vibes about him. But now they're going back to their own dimension. Goodbye, Barry, Cisco. Well, Rochelle says, are we going to just stare each other down all day? We were all too tired to tell everyone what we thought. The journey had been long from Dance Mania, and with their added encounters in other dimensions, that proved to take a toll on them. It looks like we'll have to find out who's going to Nationals another day.